Namaskar. Today we will see the first practical of hospital and clinical pharmacy. Myself, Sughosh Upasani. Hello friends. These are some instructions which you have to follow while entering into the laboratories. These instructions are stick on the doors and side wall of the laboratory. These are general instructions and some instructions of common sense also. What is the title or aim for today's practical? That is Know Your Hospital and Clinical Pharmacy Laboratory. There are some prior concepts that means the curriculum concept or the curriculum contents, the scope of work, the planning and assessment. There is a new concept, that is the laboratory experiment, which will give or expected to develop some intellectual skills, motor skills and some attitudes towards the experiments and towards the subject. By having a systems approach, the content analysis and sequential planning, one can develop the logical thinking about laboratory working and about the subject. Okay, these are some topics which will cover into this first practical. There are some instruments and there are some uh, requirements to which you have to know about the hospital and clinical pharmacies lab. First is autoclave. Autoclave is the instrument. It is looks like a pressure cooker which is present in your kitchen. What is the autoclave or what is autoclaving? The autoclaving is the process of heating in which the saturated steam under the pressure is allowed to penetrate through the material at temperature of 121 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes. The pressure is 15 pounds per square inch, that is 15 lbs per square inch. The measurement of time begins when the temperature of material being sterilized reach to the 121 degrees Celsius. We will see autoclave first. Now we will see the autoclave. Autoclave is just like the pressure cooker which is present into the kitchen. Autoclave is having the main principle, that is working with the moist heat sterilization, means making the protein coagulations by using the pressure, so destructions of the microorganisms and microbes can be taken. This is the autoclave which is present generally into the laboratories. You can see the autoclaves in various sizes and shapes. Here is a foot pedal type of autoclave present in our lab. Okay, autoclave is having various parts, like you can see over here. This is the pressure gauge which will make or which will measure the pressure which is present into the autoclave. The working wall, or you can see also, this is the safety wall, or you can call it also whistle, which is prevents the bursting of the autoclave. If pressure is more than that we assume or that we required, it may be chances of the autoclave for the bursting. To prevent this, the working wall or and the whistle or the safety wall works on. This is the air vent. Okay, and these are the knobs. So I will show just press the foot pedal and just turn the lid. Okay, you can see or you can make arrangement for steady of that lid. This is the rubber gasket. These rubber gaskets revoke the vapor or prevents the vapors into intact condition. In this you can see there is a basket present, the basket which holds the materials which we have to autoclave. This is the basket. This is the perforated basket, or you can see there are various holes in the basket. At the bottom of this autoclave you can see the heating coil is present at the bottom, and you can see there is a stand which also holds the basket and which also useful for maintaining the water level. We have to fill up water up to this level, so water will may do not touch to the products or the containers which have to autoclave. Put the basket, fill the water. You can fill the water. If you have to remove that water after your use, you can open this vent or you can open this drain wall, so water will be drained off. After putting the material, you have to close the lid and close the knobs. After tightly closing the knobs, you have to open this vent for some while to remove the cool air or air which is present into the autoclave. When the autoclave starts, its water starts to boil and water creates the vapors. The vapors will reach over here. You can feel the vapors. After vapors coming from this vent, you have to close this air vent. Tightly close this air vent. Okay. After tightly closing this air vent, it is depending on various time span. That is the ideal position or ideal statistics for the autoclave is the 15 lbs pressure of 121 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. This is the ideal temperature or statistics for the autoclave to the working and sterilization. After sterilization, you have to check that the pressure should completely down to the zero. After that, you have to open the vent, so remaining pressure or remaining vapor will be evaporated or escape from this autoclave. Then open the lid and remove your products from that autoclave. This is autoclave. You have seen about the autoclave. Now the hot air oven. The process consists of subjecting the material in an hot air oven at the temperature of 170 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Fats, oils, powders, glassware, surgical catguts, and surgical instruments are sterilized by using hot air oven method. You can also sterilize by using this method. HEPA filters, they ensures the laminar airflow and remove the particles as small as 0.3 micrometer with 99.97% efficiency. All glass water stills. It is assembly used to preparation for the water for injection. You have seen these assemblies into hospital and clinical pharmacy lab, into pharmaceutics lab, into human anatomy and physiologist lab. The steel is mounted on the wall, and by using this steel, water steel, you can take the water for injection. What are the learning objectives? I am sorry, take the hot air oven also. This is the hot air oven. You can see this is the gasket or having a cupboard like structure. We will see hot air oven also. Now this is hot air oven. You can see hot air oven is looks like a cupboard, okay, but it is a dry heat sterilization. It is the instrument for the dry heat sterilization, okay. There are some knobs and buttons present on here. When you start the hot air oven, the green light lightens up, okay. When you adjust the temperature with using this thermostat and the 3 heat switch, that is a 1 2 3, okay, it depends on various materials which has to be sterilized. This sterilizer or this is the dry heat sterilizer is having a jacket or cover which is double wall and it is insulated. The insulation in this you can see over here. This is double wall insulator having sterilizer or hot air oven in which the glass wool material is used to prevent the heat coming outside. These are the gaskets or you can say these are the basket. This holds the material which you have to sterilize, okay. This is the heater or heating coils are present underneath this. This is the air vent from which the temperatures. This is the side from which we can insert our thermometer for measuring the temperature, okay. The temperature and time is varies from materials to materials or the object. You can use this sterilization method for various materials like glasswares, metals and dry powders or the dry materials. There are some SOPs or standard operating procedures which you have to follow strictly, okay. This is dry heat sterilizer or hot air oven. Now I am showing the laminar airflow. This is a working table. You can see where there is a written or where there is a label on right side protective screen. One should stand on that side and work into the area which is denoted by some arrows and airflow is written in that area. This is the working area. The airflow which is coming or coming from downside from the blower, that the air is pre-filter over there, and after pre-filter air which is also filter or get particular filtrations over the HEPA filters so that the contaminated or unwanted air doesn't interact into our preparations. So what are the learning objectives? The intellectual skills and motor skill. Intellectual skills to understand the concept of working of each laboratory equipments which we have seen now, and the interpret the results from the observations which you can understand while you are doing actual practicals. Motor skill, ability to operate the instruments, ability to observe the instruments and the readings, and also the ability to follow the safety precautions. These are the equipments which I have shown you: the autoclave, hot air oven, the diagram of laminar airflow. This is one type of the membrane filter assembly. This is the layout of sterile product manufacturing. Particularly, some industries or particularly some areas are made by using this layout. This is not a standard layout. This layout contains the requirements or the particular departments or the headings which must be contained or organized into particular layout. The layout is as a sample layout. We have seen the stepwise procedures while we have seen the instruments. Now what are the observations? While handling the autoclave, the temperature should be 171 degrees Celsius. Pressure is 15 lbs per square inch and time approximately 15 to 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. Hot air oven, the temperature is 170 degrees Celsius, there is no pressure and time is 1 hour. We are having in our lab this type of membrane filtration assembly. This is easier one, and by using the pressure we can make the filtration or we can make a kind of size reduction and size separation into you have learned into the Sutix first and get the particles or get the filtrate. Okay, uh, there is a red color knob present or the nozzle present on left side of that diagram or the instrument. By applying pressure, invert pressure, one can pull out or one can increase the time, and so one can increase the flow of the filtration which will reduce the time. Okay, this is all about the first practical, that is the know your hospital and clinical laboratory. Okay, thank you.